If you're aware that you are playing your best game ever as you're playing it, that's when you fuck it up.
It's choking at the finish line. It's realizing those immortal finish lines that just go, and as long as you trust that it's being recorded, the proof's there.
Yeah.
But if I see it coming, and I see that end zone coming,
Yeah.
what do?
Yeah.
Get a little tight, a little self-conscious.
Eisenhower had this thing about how plans are worthless, but planning is everything.
Hey, man.
You do all the prep, you do all the thinking about it, and then you probably don't use one fucking bit of it.
When I'm doing my best work, I show up with copious amounts. Like a nut. And I get there and I'm like, well, duh, not bringing that script to set anymore. And do I go back and go, oh, you could have done? Yeah, but because I wasn't adhering to that or going back, hang on a second, let me look at my notes, I found another magic trick along the way. Because I was in the moment. I wasn't going, hang on a second, let me check my notes to make sure. There's some speeches everywhere. I'm like, dude, don't go off script. Yeah, but you're going to be reading instead of going, engaging.
Yeah.
And I have times where I'm like, I don't care. That's going to be printed. And then when it's printed, I want it to be exactly what is said here. So maybe I won't be the best performing orator, but what will live on after will be exactly what I meant to say. So I move out to Hollywood. I did Dazed Confused the summer of 92. I go back and graduate from University of Texas at Austin in 93. I do a quick stint in this Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. And then I drive out with my U-Haul and $2,000 to sleep on the couch of that guy that I met in the bar 2 years prior, who cast me my first job. $2,000. I know I'm sleeping on his couch, not paying rent. $2,000 is going to go pretty quickly. And I'm starting to, after about 2 weeks, I'm going, hey, Don, man, could you give me a meeting with an agent? Man, I need to get an agent. I need a job. And he snaps at me, cusses me out and tells me, look, this town smells needy. You're done. What you need to do is get the hell out of here and go do something with your buds and forget about Hollywood and what you think you need. Anyway, I did. I took off with my two buddies with what little money we had, and we motorcycled through Europe for 6 weeks. Well, by the time I got back, I forgot all about needing an agent or, I need to get a part. I just had great life experience for 6 weeks. And so he then brings it up about a week after I'm back and goes, you're ready. I go, for what? And he goes, tomorrow morning we got the meeting with the agent. I'm like, oh, great. He was right on the money. Because I was able to go into that meeting and be myself, be involved in that meeting, and not be so impressed that I got that meeting. You know, it's a trick, but it works in our life. I mean, sometimes if something is number one on our list and we've got to have it, we need it. A lot of times we don't get it. Think about it, whether it's that girl or whether it's that friend or whatever it is, man, if you make them the number one thing in your life, they're gonna go like, well, what else did you have going before you came to me? You know what I mean? I want somebody who had their shit together before they came to me a little bit. If I'm your everything, then I'm probably, a lot of times people will go, or situations will say, no, we don't want you because you need us too bad. Something about taking that trip to Germany got that need out of my mind, and the idea of getting a job or an agent in Hollywood became subliminally number 2 on my list of priorities. Just by sheer that I kind of forgotten about it. It wasn't thinking about it all the time. Well, that allowed me to relax, to be involved in a meeting with an agent where they accepted me, to then go out on auditions and actually get them, because I was like, I really want this, but I don't need it. And there's a big difference. And Hollywood is in fame. There's a game in Hollywood. It is an affair. It's not necessarily a marriage. And there's a game to play, and it's better to want it and not need it.
Yeah, the idea of confidence, you've got the Southern charm, there's no question, and I'm sure you have a certain level of awareness about that. You know, one thing that I find so interesting about actors is they're so good at conveying emotion. They understand how they're coming across. And that level of self-awareness is obviously part of their power. When you think about developing self-awareness and translating that into confidence, is that tied to how much preparation you do? You know, how do you begin to, in your early 20s, have the kind of confidence where you can walk in with a bit of swagger, not need it, and you know, captivate people like that?
I feel like self-consciousness is the enemy of most authentic artistic expression. Like if I'm thinking about what other people are going to think about this, that's when I do something that sucks. That's when I pull my punches or I make it awkward or weird. You kind of have to be free flowing in the moment about it.
All right. So if self-conscious is being, could we say that's being objective? You hop out and you get you hop into your eye in the sky and you have a look down at yourself in the third person. How am I doing? How does this translate? How is it?
I think I would say being objective is positive. Self-consciousness to me has an element of kind of shame to it. You're like anticipating what other people are going to think, and you're looking at how awkward you are. Feeling.
If you don't get, I think if you don't get hung up in that objective too long, I think it's important. I think the subjective is the place, the home base.
Yeah.
Start at, and if you're confident enough at that, you can hop to the objective and say, how am I looking?
Yeah.
Without getting self-conscious, just to see the landscape, because I'm here, I'm solo man, but I've hopped out to have a look. What's the landscape? Oh yeah, it still looks smooth up there. There's no cliffs.
Sure.
If your head's down, you don't run off it. It looks like, it looks like I'm doing what I intended to do.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually looks like it's getting received as I was hoping it would be received. But you got to hop back.
Yes.
And you can get back into the subjective, because you can get caught looking at the jumbotron of your life.
Yes.
In golf, any golfers out there, I bet you would tell you, my best rounds were when I walked off the 18th green and didn't know it was my last hole.
Yes, because you were
because I was headed to the next.
Yeah, right. If you're aware that you are playing your best game ever as you're playing it, that's when you fuck it up.
That's when you bogey the 17th.
Yeah,
and bogey the three putt the 18th to lose by one. It's choking at the finish line. It's realizing. You and I've talked about that before. I'd had those immortal finish lines that just go, and as long as you trust that it's being recorded, and that the strokes are played, and yes, I counted my strokes right on that hole, and I signed it. Let me find out how many under I was or how I played after I'm done. Come tell me. The proof's there.
Yeah.
But if I see it coming and I see that end zone coming, what do we do?
Yeah.
Get a little tight, a little self-conscious. Do I deserve to be here? I think I'm doing really good.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're out of the moment. Your body's not behaving. You're not performing the act that you've just been naturally performing one at a time, one in a row, every moment, every day.
Like, it is weird that we all are totally unique, have unique DNA, would never exist before again. And then we're like, well, what's everyone else doing? I should do that.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there is something there's something kind of sad about the way we deliberately mute our colors or mimic other people's colors.
Yeah, but it's wise, I think, to understand the machinations of how populace works, how being in with the group works, to understand the rules of each game, knowing your zone and still being able to be yourself, or still being yourself if you're playing a role to get what you want. It's like the Dylan thing. He was like, what is it? Like, no, don't go. I don't know what all this be yourself's about, man. It's like, you are what you create, man. We're all our creations. That's a form of being yourself by going, I'm a new creation every day.
Yeah, totally.
Which
you are.
Right. If you want to be, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever part that is you're playing. But it's the best ones you don't see them playing a part. Like going back to acting.
Yeah.
In real life or in acting.
Yeah.
You don't see or athletics. You don't see the work. You don't see there's a tell. Oh, I saw him do a thing. He played an attitude. He didn't play himself. You don't see those things. It's seamless. And that way, that person is kind of, in a way, everything to everybody, or almost everything to everybody.
Well, to me, it's like, do you want to be the actor that gets the parts that Matthew McConaughey turns down? Or do you want to get the parts that they're offering to you because they want you? You know, it's like, it's better to be a category of one, to be a monopoly of yourself. But most of us go, I don't know, I'd rather just kind of get somebody else's leftovers.
Right. And sometimes those leftovers are damn worth getting. But I hear you. When you are, when you're living and you feel like you're one of one.
Yeah, you want to be the first person they ask because that's what they wanted, not like the third, fourth, fifth, unlimited. But there's something safer about it, right? It's like, it's safer in one sense, but the ceiling is capped.
Now, why do you pursue things that scare you? Why seek the role that's hard?
Because it costs me something. Because it costs. It comes with a price. It's a bit of that line, don't pick a fight. It's not really a fight unless you can lose it. It's not really, it's not really a risk unless you can lose the fight. I feel more alive in them. I have an experience in the making of them. I'm nervous every day I come to work. I feel like when I nail a day and I knock it and I know I did, I feel like, yes, I have a measure at the end of the day of like, you set out to do something, you prepared for it, you had intention, and you did it. And maybe even found some magic in the day. That I sleep good knowing that I accomplished that day in building the architecture of a character's arc through a story. And then if I can put the whole thing together and it comes out, one whole performance turns out to be a beautiful song, an original song of that character, then I'm like, yes. And I know that I was highly responsible for that. I was not solely responsible, but the most responsible for that. And that gives me pleasure. That gives me gratification. That makes me feel, gives me significance. That gives me confidence. If I don't pull it off, and I do have a day where I'm like, oh, no, you didn't ever, and it was my fault. I would rather, with these kind of roles, I can look in the mirror and go, so guess who's responsible for not pulling it off? You, McConaughey. In the same way, when I go, guess who's responsible for pulling it off? I like knowing who. We remember the stuff we earn, the stuff we experience, more than what the teacher tells us or what someone gives us for free. We just do. We broke a proverbial sweat on it, whether it was mental or physical or whatever. We built it. We understand. We felt how we got it, how we achieved it, how we got what we wanted. Those stick with us. Whether we forget them intellectually, they were written in our lineage, and they build resilience, and they build a healthy, true optimism going forward to know that, oh no, I've worked for something before and achieved it. Delayed gratification. Oh, there are choices I can make today for myself that will pay me back later in life. Mailbox money, as we call it in the entertainment industry. ROI. There are specific personal choices we can make, and they're worth considering. Look, I'm all for hedonism. I'm all for immediate gratification too. Sometimes it's like, yes, dude, it's Halloween. Eat all the candy you want. Go for it. It's not going to become a habit day to day. There's certain nights where you're like, hey guys, tonight we're going to blow it out. The walls are padded and we got nothing. We're off work on Monday. Let's go. I mean, certain times to say that's okay. But there's, where is the selfish choice, the selfless choice? Where is what we want actually what we need? Where is what we need actually what we want? Responsibility of freedom and the freedom in responsibility. Life's more than just straight Saturdays with as much cake as you want to eat. It just is. You will see how long you last doing that if you really do it. You won't last that long. Responsibility is appreciation of a past. It's building of a lineage. It's investing in ourselves. It's investing in something we started to build yesterday that we want to take into tomorrow. There's a response that gives us freedom. So to actually have true freedom, we have to be responsible, more responsible for certain things, for ourselves, who we are, constantly investigating and interrogating our better selves to say, I'm going to be a little bit better at this tomorrow, knowing that we never land. There's no ta-da moment. And that is one thing I think we all got to watch, because we all are so result oriented. Oh, if I keep doing this, I'm going to get to that place of pure enlightenment. I'm going to go, ta-da! Bullshit. No, you don't. Can it be a small ascension of evolution? Yes. But there's no ta-da moment. We're always chasing yet. And if we can get comfortable and understand and laugh at and be ready to work hard at the fact that we're all just, if we could just say, we're all just achieving our way to the unachievable. And that's as good as it gets. And that's pretty damn awesome. That's the honey hole.